tavern.
Yes. Can I get you anything?
What can you tell me about this area?
Adarna's Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harrit is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high. Yes? Oh, there's also my knave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Okay.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Nice. You got the bard singing, and it's not annoying. There's just so much detail into this game already, and we're still like barely scratching the surface. Varric, my forever bro.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
That's why I love Varric. He's so sensible about these kind of things. Sure, I mean, he's like the rogue you come to expect, but he understands when there's a time to fight.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky... that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle. Need something?
Oh, hey, cool. I can ask questions about Hawk.
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Orsino's fate made no sense. I don't know if Bioware put that in as a joke or not, but if they did, kudos to them. Because I know that's one thing a lot of people griped about.
In the book,
No!
you say the first enchanter Orsino turned himself into a giant monster made of corpses. How? Why?
Do I look like an expert on magical weirdness to you? Well, I can't tell you how. For the why, all I can say is he was desperate.
Damn it! I didn't realize just asking that question was going to give me disapproval.
There is no way Hawk really could have killed the Arishok. It would have started a war with the Qunari.
I was told later that the Qunari disavowed his actions. Apparently, the Arishok didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the wrecked dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the Mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Dalish clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees. I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's little sister is in the Free Marches, helping some of the other survivors from the Kirkwall Circle. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Nice, and of course Varric is here. But it's nice to hear Bethany's helping out. She's kind of a hero in her own sense.
Need something?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Nope, guess can't ask anymore.
Carry on.
Not sure if he was bending his knees on purpose or if that was another interesting little glitch. Tell me about the red lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Yeah, that ended pretty badly. At least for Meredith.
How did the red lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the thaig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
It's too bad I can't just go back to the main conversation
Need
wheel.
something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Are you from Ferelden? Or Ley?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant.
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
The rogue with a heart of gold.
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
Aww.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in moneylenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
And now let's see if we can hear something about Bianca.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Oh, wait a minute. I heard a different story when I was playing as Inquisitor when I asked him that. That's hilarious.
Who's she named for?
I can't tell you.
Press the matter.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Well, hopefully, if he and I get along well enough, maybe he will tell me. Because I'm really interested in knowing the true story behind Bianca. I have an idea. That has to do with the comics. I haven't read the comics, but we'll see.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
So I said everything I could to him. Oh, wait. Almost missed something.
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're him. Thrin, Inquisition quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Logain MacTier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. King Alistair offered my services to the Inquisition, probably to get rid of me.
So there we go, right off the bat. King Alistair, because that was what I had in my world state, it's already recognizing some of those choices, and it's affecting the dialogue. Logain is a traitor.
Logain MacTier betrayed the Grey Wardens and his king.
Were you there at Ostagar? I was. King Kaelan overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Ten Logain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Varric can get our troops better weapons.
Sounds like a plan. We definitely need them.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Alright. Well, I definitely know I have more than enough iron, so now I just need to find the wood. Oh wait, I'm still wearing the other armor. I need to wear my fancy dragon armor. There we go.
Ah, you're awake and out of Lady Cassandra's clutches. And here I paid that little knife ear to inform me the moment you were free. No matter, no matter. Segret, honored to meet you. Thank you for all you've done, and hopefully will still do.
Really? You had to say knife here, you racist bastard.
What do you think I'll be doing exactly?
Word's already spreading that if anyone can close that blighted thing in the sky, it's you. Anything you need is yours. For a reasonable price, of course. Supplies are a little tight, given the circumstances.
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Okay, so it's same as before. You go to tables to buy, sell stuff. Ugh. Barbarian's Maul. Not as good, so no. Let's go to sell so we can sell some of these things. Great Sword of the Dragon. Lightning Staff. Alright, so that's obviously much better. That's better for her. Okay. Oh, but she's gonna be level 4 to wear that. Okay. And that's level 6. So hold on to that. Alright, go back. Nope. How much do those cost, actually? Screw it, I'll buy them.
I spoke with Commander Cullen. I apologize for what I said earlier.
It's nothing. Now, Scout Plane, what can you tell me of Redcliffe?
The mages have been quiet since their attack on the Conclave.
Their attack? Do you have information confirming that the mages were responsible?
Well, I had assumed.
Don't. Our job is to acquire actionable information. Assumptions can lead you to overlook something vital.
Oh, that's nice. So Colin actually stepped in. Apparently he may have said something, probably knowing the situation, racist. And Colin straightened him out. That's cool. Good on him. He's definitely come a long way since Ferelden. That's for certain.
How could that great breach not have been caused by the mages?
It is reasonable.
Check out around this area. Oh, heard something. Ah, over here.
I don't see why we need good siege equipment.
Construction
Siege
orders.
building.
That's an
Loot.
excellent point, recruit. But
Ooh,
when
Drakestone.
someone comes to
Nice.
lay siege to us, perhaps it will be best for us to have some means to fight
So a
back.
chest and a sack. Oh, hey, look, I missed a note. And another little chest. See, that's why it's really important to not only look around. Hey, next I got scout armor. But, helps you find things that you might not pick up on your own. We'll head back, though. It looks like it's going to be difficult for me to traverse higher than that. Oh, come on, I could jump that. No. Nah, I'm not going to chance it. Worst case scenario, I'll be unlucky enough to where I get stuck. Don't need that. So head down and out. You know what? Check out the map real quick. Oh, decent sized map. So that's where you can get the requisition for the log stand. That's where you can get the notes you need. The war room. So a few things to do. Alright. Of course, this is like the prologue area, so I don't expect the map to be that big, but it still is kind of large. Aha.
See reason, listen. We cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
Conversation.
What does that even mean anymore? Yes?
I'd like your take on the Templar Order.
It's a shadow of what it was. Where once we both protected all people from the dangers of magic, we now posture and grab at power. One day, I hope the circles are again sanctuaries where mages can practice their craft.
See, that's nice. That's kind of the way it should be, is they could go ahead and practice their craft, and then you just have Templars kind of as just like police or enforcers. Not so much that they keep them there because it's a prison, but mages can be free. They can learn at the conclave if they want to in circles. They can act as a sanctuary, a place of learning, not a prison. And worst case scenario, if something does go wrong, you have the Templars to track down anybody who's doing something bad instead of just any mage that's not in a circle and kind of go from there.
You're not going to rejoin the Order?
When the temple went up, your forces rescued those few of us still alive. My life is a debt I intend to repay, however I can.
Do you have any idea what caused the explosion?
No, I'm just a recruit. Belief and faith doesn't get you closer to the important meetings. Though that distance did save my life.
I will talk to you later.
Walk in the Maker's grace.
I see you running in the background, you know. Oh, I'm gonna crush it. As soon as I get that, I'm gonna go for that iron next too, though. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, grapple didn't work. Oh, but that hammer did. Oh, just crushed it. Nice too. The hammer apparently lights up with fire as well. Alright, so instead of it being an arcing sweep like it is with the sword, it's just a downward thrust. So I wonder if it does knockdowns on its own, or even like stuns or just staggers, even without using an ability. That'd be a nice trade-off since I don't have the arcing sweep attack that I normally would. Thought you were going somewhere? Mm-mm. Gonna make all the nugs go extinct. Coming for you. You can't escape me. Or what? Disappeared. Munfakaro. It was a mage nug. Ah, more iron, gladly. Ooh, ×3. Nice. Oh, come on. You can go further than that. No, I guess not. Apparently it's too steep. At least get the elf root. Never have enough elf root. Iron. Nice. Okay. Like I said, there's like elf root everywhere. It's got to be one of the most abundant resources in the game. Everywhere you turn around, elf root, elf root, elf root. Then again, I guess it's a good thing considering it's the most helpful. It's what you use as a basis for some of your potions, especially the regenerative ones. Look at that! Look at all that. Wait a minute, something got pinged on the way over here. Ah, see? Even more elf fruit that I almost missed. I see the iron without even doing it. Probably even more iron over there. Alright, this is the area where...
I should look around.
This has got to be where the notes are at. Ah, there you go. Yep, he's got his notes. You're hitting something on those pings. Where is it? Ah, there it is. So yeah, like I said, a good portion of these videos is probably going to be me exploring and just resource gathering. Because you're going to need all the resources you can get to make a lot of the stuff you can in crafting. And I fully intend to. But I like the combat system so far. It's similar to Dragon Age Origins. I mean, I have to hold R2 in order to auto attack. So it's not like I'm just spamming it to do it. I don't have to keep bashing my controller. So this is like a weird combination of the two. So much iron. And elf fruit. It's like iron and elf fruit just everywhere. Elf fruit growing organically all over the place, and then just anywhere where there's a rock face, you have iron. No. Around there. See, and there's just so much freedom to run around too. Oh, that's what it is. More iron. Definitely have more than enough to complete that one mission for the requisitions. I'll probably use a lot of this to go ahead and craft new armor and weapons too while I'm at it. I see you, Rams. No, don't run, don't run. If only I could move faster. Had a ranged weapon. Yep. See, the chain hits, but doesn't seem to grab the animals. Oh wait, did I level up? Did I realize it? Yes, I did. Alright, let's go ahead. See, but I don't care so much about the criticals right now. Okay. We're gonna make that stronger. But we'll go with this. Block and slash would be nice. So I set up a block, kind of hold it there, do kind of like a parrying attack for even more damage. Yeah, I know there's elf fruit. Said elf fruit for days. I could probably even turn this into a side series. Go ahead and just cut this out and put it inside and be like, Gathering with Anthony. Put on Discovery or Food Network. We're gonna go ahead and make a nice blend of herbs using these self fruit. Mixed in with a little pinch of death root. Gives that nice little spice. Aha. It now belongs to us. So now we have the logging site. I think that was it for the missions around here. Let's check it out. Actually, yeah, let me save real quick. Last thing I want is another situation where it freezes and I'm stuck too far behind. But yeah, journal. So you have our main mission, the Inquisitor's Path, which threat remains. The Inner Circle, Seeing Red. Then Haven. So we need to still speak with the Smith. I need to get the item to Nave. Return the notes. Cool. We're good. What about the map, though? What else is around here I'm missing out on? Well, I guess that's about it. We'll head in that direction. Was that the ice groaning? That's cool and kind of scary for me. Falling through the ice would be bad. Yes, more elf fruit. I think I may even have enough to do that upgrade for the health potions. There you are, you nug.
One down.
Can I go in here? Yes, I can. Alright, nothing there. There's something here. Ooh.
Do you think you can have it done by midweek?
That when Thren needs it.
Quartermaster Thren understands that your work can't be rushed, Master.